A prosecutor in a federal case used AI-generated voice analysis to place a defendant at a crime
These are
scene.
worth a
The
fortune.
defense attorney found out about it
We need to move
mid-trial. That's not a hypothetical. That is happening right now. And here's the thing most defense attorneys aren't thinking about. The same shift that's changing how cases are built against your clients is also changing how clients choose who they hire. AI is reshaping criminal defense from both ends. Most firms are only paying attention to one side of it. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Dave Revere. I'm the founder of LegalTamer and author of Unlocking New Client Acquisition for Defense Lawyers. We help criminal defense firms grow through better marketing, intake, and follow-up systems. Today, I want to talk about something that affects both sides of your business, the cases you take and the clients who find you. Let's start with what's happening in cases right now. Prosecutors are bringing in AI-generated evidence at a pace that most defense attorneys aren't prepared for. We're talking about deepfake video and audio analysis, facial recognition from surveillance cameras, voice pattern matching, cryptocurrency transaction tracing, and predictive behavior tools. It's not science fiction. This is federal and state prosecutors with access to tools that didn't exist 2 years ago. And the problem for defense attorneys is this: if you can't and don't understand what you're up against, there's no way for you to challenge it effectively. So the good news? Courts are still figuring this out. Evidentiary standards around AI-generated content are still murky. Chain of custody issues, algorithmic bias, model accuracy rates, these are real vulnerabilities, but only if you know how to find them. The defense bar is starting to adapt. Organizations like the NACDL are actively tracking federal prosecutions and documenting these tactics. The attorneys who are paying attention are building a massive competitive advantage over the ones who aren't. Now, here's where it gets interesting from a marketing standpoint. When a client, or more likely their family, goes online to find a criminal defense attorney for a federal cybercrime case, or a fraud case, or a case involving digital evidence, what are they looking for? They're not just searching criminal defense attorney near me anymore. They're looking for expertise, credibility signals, evidence that you understand what they're dealing with. Think about it from their perspective. If their family member is facing federal charges involving cryptocurrency tracing or AI-analyzed surveillance footage, they want to hire someone who signals that they get it. The attorney who has nothing on their website about digital evidence or federal cases, invisible to the client. The attorney who has a video like this one, a blog post, a case study, anything that shows they understand the modern landscape, that attorney gets the call. This is the part of the AI shift that most defense firms are completely ignoring. And it goes even deeper than that. How do you think people are searching for attorneys in 2026? They're still using Google, but more and more, especially for complex situations, they're using AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, Claude. And these AI tools don't just surface the firm with the most reviews. They pull the firm that has the most relevant, authoritative content, the firm that has demonstrated expertise on the specific type of case the client is facing. So if someone types into ChatGPT, best criminal defense attorney for federal cybercrime charges in Yorba Linda, what comes back? It comes back based on what exists online about your firm, your website, your videos, your articles, your reviews, your backlinks. The firms that have built consistent, credible, specific content around their practice areas are the ones that AI search tools are going to recommend. The ones that have 5-page websites from 2018 are going to disappear from that conversation entirely. So what does this mean practically? First, educate yourself on AI-generated evidence, even at a high level. Follow NACDL, connect with attorneys who are handling these cases. You don't have to become a digital forensic expert. You need to know enough to ask the right questions and hire the right experts. Second, signal that expertise publicly. One video, one article, a dedicated page on your website that speaks to your experience with tech-heavy federal cases or digital evidence. You don't need 50 pieces of content. You need something that shows you get it. Third, think about your firm and how it shows up in AI-driven searches. Your website needs to be substantive. It needs to be updated. It needs specific language about the types of cases you handle and the outcomes you've achieved. General is invisible. Specific gets found. And fourth, look at your intake process, because the clients coming in with complex, high-value cases have high expectations. If your intake is slow, disorganized, or generic, you're losing them to the firm that responded in 15 minutes with a clear and confident message. The attorneys who dominate criminal defense over the next 5 years aren't just going to be excellent in the courtroom. They're going to be visible, credible, and findable in a world where AI is doing a significant portion of the filtering before a client ever picks up the phone. This is your competitive advantage if you move now. It becomes your competition's advantage if you wait. In the next video, I'm going to be talking specifically about the surge in federal cybercrime and financial fraud cases, what defense firms need to understand about defending those clients, and more importantly, how to attract them in the first place. It's a conversation almost nobody in the defense bar is having publicly, and it's one you don't want to miss. Hey, if this was useful, hit subscribe. And if you know a defense attorney who needs to hear this, send it to them. Hey, I'm Dave Revere. Case closed. I'll see you in the next one.